Hey guys, welcome back, and now let's talk about how you can analyze your Blitz and Rapid games in a simple but efficient manner. Okay, for everyone, for you that is a little bit lazy about analyzing games, you are lucky that you play Rapid and Blitz games, because analyzing them will be much simpler and easier than if you play over-the-board classical games. But that also means that you don't have any excuses anymore, guys. Playing without analyzing is not learning. Okay, so first I want to shortly go into some tips about if you play Blitz and Rapid games over the board. So you go to your local club and play there. But in 2-3 minutes that will be over, and we'll talk about online Blitz and Rapid games. So let's jump right into it. If possible, note some key moments between the game if you play, right? So if you play in a club and you play the game, then maybe you just have one question, one big, oh, that might have been something that I need to study in the future. Obviously, nobody expects you to remember the whole game. Okay, so we can't even go through the whole game when you play Blitz and Rapid over the board, but maybe take half a minute and think, like, was there a position I found interesting? And try to draw it in your chess diary or somewhere on a piece of paper, or at least take a note of, like, I played the Benoni opening, and in the line with when white played f4, I felt extremely uncomfortable. At least you have some kind of, what you can do, what you can take away from this game. Just a very small takeaway. Yeah, as anyway, probably we can't remember the whole game, and don't worry, I also can't remember the whole game if I play Blitz tournaments and play 13 Blitz tournaments a day. I won't remember all of them, so that's completely normal. Just focus on very, very, very few critical moments per game. As I said before, if there was some key moments, note it in between, or do it afterwards. You can come home and think shortly about, oh, can I actually remember what was the problem in all the games I lost, right? What might have been the problem? Just making a mistake list could be something that is useful. Again, it's very hard to really analyze those games, so we just want to take 1-2 things away and just think, how can I do better next time? And that's enough. Yeah, this is a thing that when you have a feeling that you feel uncomfortable in an opening, then review it at home later. Just note it somewhere so that you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe you can still remember which line they played, so that you can go 1 step, 2 steps deeper in your opening. But don't get crazy about analyzing. When you play over the board Blitz and Rapid games, the most important thing is that you have full focus. Don't try to write down moves. It's just not enough time in Rapid or Blitz games. Don't think, what should I analyze when you play the game? Okay, just play the game out normally, but after the game ends, try to take 1-2 minutes, at least note in your diary, game 1, I blundered a piece, game 2, French opening was uncomfortable, game 3, this happened, right? Just 1-2 phrases, at least you take away something. Now let's move on to when you play Blitz and Rapid games online. This will be the most for all of you, because, well, we are studying an online course. I think it's very likely that you also play online, and it's just fun. And the big advantage over everyone just playing over the board Blitz and Rapid is that we have the games in a database. But that also means no excuses. But also in online Blitz and Rapid games, we want to keep the analysis very simple. Okay, focus on very few critical moments per game. I'd say maximum 3 moments where you say, okay, that's where I think I can learn something. Again, if you just make moves on 5 seconds, there is probably not too much learning effect. But there might be moments where, again, there are positions that you feel a little bit uncomfortable, or there was a position where you missed a tactic, there was an instructive tactic, or there was something in the opening that was going wrong. So the first thing that I would do is go to your opening, and that is actually the exact same thing you do in classical chess. See what was the first opening move that you would play differently next time you would have the exact same game. Okay, we just don't want to do the same opening mistake twice. So it doesn't matter if that's on move 2 or if it's on move 7 or 10. Just go through the game and see, okay, where could have been the first moment where if I had this position again, now with the knowledge I have, with the help of the engine, with the help of the opening book, I would make a different choice. And note that. And if you want to complete the process, go to your repertoire that is also on Lichess in a separate study and note that move inside there if you feel that it's important. Okay, you can even note in a Blitz game, I played another move, now I want to play this one. Then focus on big mistakes. Okay, whenever the engine jumps right up like crazy and you should have been winning and then suddenly you're completely lost, okay, that's a moment to focus on, right? You don't want to focus on 0.3, 0.5, even 1 point, engine point difference in a Blitz game is not a lot, okay? So really watch out for these huge jumps and work with them in the beginning. Once you get more comfortable in analyzing game and you realize how you can really learn from it, then you can go for a little bit more difficult mistakes and so on. But even I, with again Grandmaster 26, nearly 2600 rating, I in Blitz games didn't care if I gave away 0.5. I really couldn't care less. That's not where I want to look at. There's not the most important thing to work on. The most important thing to work on is not to blunder in Blitz games, to have the tactics very, very clear. And tactics, when they work, when they don't work, that makes more than 0.5 or +1 difference. Then also think about, did I feel helpless or uncomfortable again in some position? If that was the case, note that position somewhere, maybe note, oh, that's again strategical position, or in the Caro-Kann in the middle game, I never feel comfortable. That just gives you, more hints of where your time, your study time will be spent well. Okay, if you have from the last 15 sessions where you played rapid or Blitz games, if you have 15 times in the Caro, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable in the Caro. The Caro-Kann was a problem. The Caro-Kann was a problem. Okay, guys, you are now allowed to do some Caro-Kann opening work. Okay, but if it's always, well, I blundered a piece, 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 and then you say, well, I need to work on my openings, something's not adding up, okay? So we want to, where we really make the mistakes, where we really feel uncomfortable and give away many points, there we need to invest study time in, and that's why we do all of this, so that we have a list of things that oh, okay, that's my mistakes, okay, that's my mistakes in training. Oh, actually, yeah, now I understand what Noel is telling. All my mistakes are in tactics. What about doing some tactic work, maybe? Right, so you can control yourself and see where you need to do work on. If you just note these very important things, can focus on the most important things, critical moments, first opening move, and huge mistakes, and that's it. And that is how you can and you should, my dear friends, you should, no excuses anymore, analyze your Blitz and rapid games if you play them online. Okay, now in the next video, we will go through a playing session where I played 6 Blitz games. I played them just for this video course and I haven't looked at them yet, and we will look at them together and I will show you how I will improve my game when I analyze my Blitz games. See you there.